Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today with MEADSY69. Hello MEADSY.
Hello.
And today,
Hello.
yeah, it's a
Everybody, how
special
are you?
video today, and it's the second time we do it because the last one I forgot to record my own voice because I'm retarded. But the concept,
Yep.
the concept is really simple. It's a tier list. I think most of you already know what we're talking about, and it's really simple. Here we are gonna put the tanks, especially tier 10 tanks, in a list. We are going to rate them from broken to bad with a special case situational, and situational is not really it's not really below good and up, yeah, it's an in
Big to
between.
any.
So we're going to start
Big right.
with the T62A, and Mitzi, you've got the pleasure to start. Where do you think the T62A belongs?
Well,
Yeah,
at the moment,
very
very,
good. I agree. I
very,
gotta agree.
very
No,
black.
I totally agree with you because the tank is has a good gun depression. It has a great not armor, but great turret armor, and great mobility. No, that's one of the best
But,
starters with the Object
but
140.
there is a big
Yeah,
but.
yeah, there is, and
The patch notes. What the next
they're gonna
update
change it.
is
Oh,
going 8
yeah,
degrees of
we will see how it
going.
goes. If they change something or not, but for the moment,
So
it's not
that
broken.
could be broke. At the
Yeah,
moment, it's
but
very
not
rare.
broken. If you don't really have skill, you can do anything about it, and you can do anything with the tank, so that's fine. So yeah, very good, I agree. So next, T57 EV. What do you think?
It's a very good tank. It's a very good tank. It's a very good tank, but
Yeah,
because it's an autoloader, it's
yeah, in
definitely
situational, because it's an autoloader. Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta agree on this one because the T57 is a great tank. Don't mind me. I'm not saying that the tank is shit, but when you have an autoloader, you need to know where to place yourself, which means the tank is always situational, and I think it's gonna be the same for the 50B, for example, which is the brother from another nation of the T57. But yeah, the tank is situational, but situational doesn't mean the tank is not very good. It just means that the tank is meant to be played on certain maps, certain positions, and certain type of playstyle. So yeah, situational, I totally agree with this. Next, T125. I think personally that the
Uh,
tank is very good, in between broken and very good.
I probably wouldn't say broken. I'd probably just say very. But since
Yeah, but
they
the
removed the
fact that
hatch,
they removed the hatch
it's a
made this
very
turret really strong. That's
yes.
what makes me
With the
believe
speed
that the
that
tank is not broken. It's not broken. We can't say it's broken, but it's close to broken. It's a very good tank, close to broken because of that. But what makes it not broken is the fact that the side armor is very light because you have the T125, right? When you angle it just
I
a
do, yeah,
bit, you see that everyone is gonna penetrate you. Unlike, for
yeah,
example, IS7 or
yeah,
IS4, but this one, if you angle just over 10 degrees, you're gonna get fucked. So I think yeah, that's why it's very good and not broken. If it has great side armor, it would be broken, in my opinion. So yeah, so okay, we
mhm.
place it in very good. Next, T124. What do you think?
T124. At the moment, I'm just going to say
Good.
good.
Yeah.
I used
I
to
believe
love the
we did put a good thing, but I think the good is gonna become average. I think. I think good is
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
equal average.
Got left off.
So
It's just got left off.
yeah,
Anything
I
else?
really love my
But
T124. Honestly,
as I used to
yeah,
like it compared to else now. Like three. Why would you want to play the
yeah.
E40?
If you have the T123, E3, and stuff, why do you want to play the E4? Easy. Just because the tank is so average that it's pleasant to play. What I mean by that is that
You
this
have
tank,
them
it
for
doesn't have the best armor. It doesn't have the best gun. it doesn't have the best cupola or the best turret, but I think what makes the tank really lovable is the fact that it's really average. It's the perfect tank to start knowing what to play and how to play. And I think it's a great starter, a great tank destroyer to start with when you want to learn how to play tank destroyer, because this tank will allow you to learn where to place yourself, because it's not as OP for concerning the armor. It's not as OP as the WZ120, no 130 GFT for example, and it doesn't have the same rate of fire as the Object 263. It's really an in-between that will make you feel like you are really learning how to play tank destroyers. So I think, yeah, it's average. I gotta say it. I agree with you. The tank is average, but
The worst thing for me with
what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
the tier 9 version. Sorry, the worst version. The worst thing for me
Yeah.
about 4, the tier 9 version.
Yeah. You think, yeah, the tier equal? Yeah, I agree that the T30 is better at tier 9 than the T124 is better at tier 10. I totally agree. Yeah. Yeah. Now I understand. Yeah, the T30 is better. Tier to tier, I totally agree. So yeah, okay, we're fine. It's average. Now the T95 E6. I didn't play it, so I'm gonna rely on your opinion only. So
I'm only gonna say that's average.
you think it's?
It's a lot. The old.
You would put it next to the T124, so average. And why is it average and not very good, for example, or bad?
The armor's not very great. The gun is.
It has the same gun as the T125?
Me,
Or not?
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What is the reload?
It's around 8-9 seconds. The reload's pretty.
Okay, it's roughly the same as the T125. Okay, so I'm gonna rely on your opinion. If you think it's average, it means the tank is average. Next, the IS-4. I think we can all agree on this one. Broken.
Yeah.
Now, this tank has everything.
Right.
Everything. That's the best EV in the game.
Everything. For me, it's the best start of the.
Yeah, it's the best starter because it will allow you to make mistakes without being punished for it. I think that's the main goal.
You can do everything. Hold down. Anything.
Yeah, I think the tank is great at everything. It's great side scrap. It's great to hold down. It's great to hold the line. It's great to push because you have a good mobility. Now, really, this tank kills every single heavy tank in the game. Yeah. And you don't even have, on the turret, you don't even have weak spots. I mean, even if someone is shooting gold through your turret, they are probably gonna miss, because the only weak spot are the small line between the gun mantlet on both sides of the tanks, but it's really hard to penetrate and to aim at, so yeah, that makes it broken. I totally agree on this one. And yeah, so if you're a newbie and you want to know which tanks you should go on first, if you really want to know how to play EVs without being punished, go for the IS-4. So, Object 140, what do you think?
Object 140, I'm still going to say very good. I love the 140. I love the 140, the T60. I love all them.
Yeah, so debate. 140, I think it's average. Yeah, I think it's average because unlike the T62A, which is very good in my opinion, the main difference is that the turret armor of the 140 sucks. Let's take an example. If you take your T125 and you're shooting gold, 80% of the time, if you shoot gold through the turret of the Object 140, you're gonna go through. You're gonna go through and do damage. On the T62A, for example, you can really hold the line and stay all down, and you're gonna be able to bounce shots even if it's an E5 with gold, or maybe not a TD, because TDs have a great penetration, especially with gold at tier 10, but at least you will be able to bounce shots. I think the main difference between the T62 and the Object 140 is that the Object 140 is more, it's an active tank. You have to rush, you have to circle, because you're gonna have to use your 1 degree more of gun depression plus your great DPM to be able to circle, to sneak some shots, and maybe try to support the mediums, but not be into the first line, because as soon as someone is watching you and tries to shoot gold through your turret, you're gonna get penetrated. Unlike the T62A, which is more made to hold lines. For example, you have three mediums in front of you, and you try to not hide, but you show them you're here, and you show only your turret. You're probably gonna bounce a lot of shots, and with your great DPM, you're gonna be able to scare them. I don't know what you feel about it, but that's why for me the Object 140 is average and not very good, because the Object 140 is team dependent. You can't go there alone. If you are two Object 140, why not? If you're in a platoon, for example, but if you're alone, you're gonna get wrecked pretty easily. I don't know if you agree or not with this, but I also know that a lot of people love the Object 140 too much, and if I put it in average, I'm gonna get insult messages, so I think we're gonna follow you and put it in very good. But my personal opinion, I think the tank is only average. But I get your point why you're saying it's very good. I should play it again. I didn't play it for at least 5 updates, I think. I really don't like this tank. That's horrible. And it's
Come next
yeah.
update, I don't think there'll be then who's going to get 80% efficiency. There'll be no point
Yeah.
to play the one.
Yeah. I get your point. But yeah. Honestly, I should give it a try again, and I will see. I will see what I can do, and see if maybe it's gonna go down or if it's even gonna go up to broken. Anyway, so now let's talk about the 1-1. With the recent buff, it's gonna be an interesting discussion. What do you think about it?
1-2-1, I think at the moment, I say very good, but it could potentially be in broken. I haven't played it to determine whether it's broken or not, but because of the buff, the more damage.
Yeah, but they are buffing the tank pretty much every 3 updates. This tank gets a buff. I don't know when they are gonna start. They're gonna stop with this, because now, yeah, I agree with you.
It almost has 100 DPM left.
Yeah, it has one of the best DPMs at tier 10 right now.
It has a massive 420. You can do up to over 500.
I have the feeling that the fact that they increased the alpha to 420, it makes it even more dangerous, because when you have a 400 alpha damage, I don't know if you have the same problem, but you are rarely going to do more than 450 alpha damage when you have a 400 alpha damage gun. But when you have a 420, your chances to get to 450 or 470 damage are gonna increase drastically, and I think that makes it even better than the DPM we have on paper. I mean, there is the DPM we have on paper, and we have the DPM blessed by the RNG, and when you have a good RNG with this tank, you can nearly go for 3.3 or 3.4k average damage per minute. And that's what makes it great. Plus the fact that they removed the bad gun depression. Now it has the same as the T62A you told me the other day. That's right? Yeah, so that's basically a T62A with a 122mm. I think the only thing the tank lacks of is the penetration with gold. That's my only problem with it.
Yeah.
Because it's something like 300 or not even.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, that's the main problem with this tank. But still, I agree with you. It's a very good tank. So I think putting it in the very good template is a good idea. Next, WZ113. What do you think?
The 113. It's a tough one, because I know a lot of people like the 113. I don't mind it, but it's not always go to tier 10. I'd probably put it as good. Also, it's just been buffed along with the 1-1. It's got guns now highest heavy in tier 10. But still, it's a good. It can be a very good tank. People, it's a very, very good tank. But for me personally, I just don't really get on well with that.
You want to put it in good, which is average, but I think this tank is more situational, honestly, because unlike the 1-1, this tank really suffers of gun depression. And I think putting it in situational is the best thing to do, because you see a lot of WZ113 in tournaments played by skilled players. If skilled players are playing this tank, it means it's a good one. But I think that most of
It's the thing. People see a lot of them.
Yeah,
People see
yeah,
all
we
these
see a lot
games.
of them.
The 113 is so popular. It
Yeah,
must be good. Let's go play it. And they do that shit. They're not
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
great of a player.
I think the
I mean, these
113 is good only
professional
if you're a
players.
great player. If you're an average player, you're gonna suck with it because you
Yeah.
have to know to have a perfect knowledge of maps. Because when you don't have any gun depression, you need to know where are all the flat positions to be able to get here, and you need to find flat position plus all down positions, because if people have access to your hull, if you go through the hull of the WZ113 with gold, even with the regular gold of the mediums, which don't go higher than 310 millimeters, except if you use the equipment, you will go through the upper part of the hull. So the only way for you to be effective in your WZ113 is if you're in tournament, of course, rush with your team because you are really fast. But if you are alone in a random battle, I suggest you to find a hull down position where you don't need to have gun depression to work, because if you do that, you're gonna be invincible. You can, with the crazy DPM you have, you can really easily reach 5-6k damage. But yeah, I do get your point of how people don't like it because it's a difficult tank to play, but I think it's situational just because of the gun depression. If the gun depression was better, I would agree to put it in the average, but here I think it's situational, in my opinion. Next, 121B. I know you love this tank.
I do love the 1-2. I really love the 1-2, but
Yeah.
I think it's very good. I do think APM good in it. But now the 1-2-1
With the
buff,
1-1 buff, I think it's the 1-1 is better than the 1-1B.
yeah, now. So I don't, which is good. I do like that, and I do applaud Wargaming for doing that. But they're making the tech tree version.
Oh, they want to do a tech tree version of the 1-1B. They want to do a tech tree version of the 1-1B.
No, the 1-2-1
it's the regular version, and the 1-1B the premium.
And I like the fact that they've now made
Oh
the
yeah,
tech tree
okay,
version
okay.
the premium. It's not so.
But they made it a lot
really
more effective since the buff. But yeah, I would say the 1-1B is good. I would put it in good average, good/average category. I don't know, because for me the 1-1 is really outdating the 1-1B, which is a good thing because finally they managed to put a premium which is not overpowered compared to his brother, which is in the researchable tech tree. Anyway,
I still think the 1-2-1 is very, very good. I would say very good. But now that they have made the version better,
yeah.
I'm not going to play it hard.
Yeah, but compared to the others collectors at tier 10, I think the 1-1B is weak. When you see tanks, for example, like Badger or AMX-30B, I think it's overpowered due to the fact that the new tanks are really, really great. But yeah. I think it depends on the player. It's a bit situational, but still not the same as the WZ113 because of the gun depression. You have the same gun depression as the 1-1, right? Or maybe a bit lower. I think you have 1 degree less, which makes it good and not very good.
So the 1-2-1 has the same as.
Okay. I thought they had something different. Okay, so we agree, we put it on good. Next, WZ113 GFT.
I really loved it.
To me, this tank is broken.
No, I wouldn't say
it's very good / broken.
But there is a reason why I wouldn't. That's because you see it.
That's right. Nobody gets it, but the fact that nobody gets it pays for it, because as it has 310 millimeters of frontal armor, people are confused about your tank. They don't know where to shoot if you hide your lower plate, which is your weak spot, and it allows you to do incredible games. But I think the WZ113 GFT is broken and goes to very good as soon as someone is shooting gold. If nobody is shooting gold, you're the king. And you're broken. But if someone is using gold on you, you go to the very good category. Because with 310 millimeters, if people don't shoot at you with gold, they can't penetrate you. You know what I mean? Which makes it broken, because if nobody can penetrate you, you're gonna wreck them. That's logic. But as soon as someone is spamming heat shells, it's gonna be really difficult for you. And I think that's a good balance, because it allows the tank to be great. But as soon as someone decides that's too much, I wanna use premium ammo, you're not becoming ineffective, but your efficiency is slightly decreased, and I think that's a good compromise for the tank. So I agree to put it in very good. I tend to think that it's broken because nobody is using gold on me with it, but I guess that if everybody if everybody from today started using gold every time they saw this tank, I think I would find it less effective. I agree.
I think
It's very good.
I'd like to see more. I would like to see more people play.
Yeah.
People just haven't, since it's been released.
It hadn't been touched since the release. I think it's perfect the way it is,
a
because
very-
it still requires some skill to be able to place yourself correctly with it, to be able to hide the lower plate, to find the positions, because you are quite high and you don't have the best gun depression, so you need to find position that suits your playstyle and the playstyle of the tank.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree, it's still a very, very good tank. Next, E100, a classic. What do you think?
E100.
I would go for
just
average,
do this.
because this tank is great in the hand of a good player if you know how to angle it, but if you look at it how it is, it's average.
I agree. Poor. I think that's poor for.
You think
a
it's
newbie.
bad?
They just for a newbie. I think.
I agree that the tank is bad for a
Come up
newbie.
against
It depends.
the E100.
Do we place ourselves with the eyes of a newbie, or do we place ourselves with our personal opinion? Because if it's my personal opinion, I would say it's average. But if you see in the hands of the newbie, if someone is spamming gold, you're screwed with your E100. So I will go for bad, because you need to know how to aim and stuff. So yeah, maybe actually it's bad.
It's one of the worst. It's one of the worst T10 for.
Yeah, for new
face
players.
hugging. It's got
Yeah,
only
anyone
one
who doesn't know how to play heavy tanks.
gun. You've got flat sheets.
Yeah.
I mean, you angle them really well.
Well, okay.
The bottom
No,
plate is
I get your
very
point of
well.
putting the E100 in the bad template, in the bad category. That's I totally agree. In the hands of a newbie, this tank is gonna get wrecked. How many times I see newbies playing the E100 thinking, "Hey, I have a big gun, I'm gonna destroy everything." But no, guys, if you don't know how to angle and if you don't know how to spam gold, you're not gonna go anywhere with your E100. That's the hidden truth about it. So yeah, I agree, it's bad. Next. Oh, I put it twice. Same mistake as the last one we did. But AMX50B. AMX50B, that's situational for me.
It's pretty much the same as the
I think it's
exactly
the same as the
heavy.
T57.
However, for me personally, I PB more as medium,
Yeah,
because
I
it's
agree.
quite quick and you can support
Yeah.
the mediums really well. You've got a couple of teams on your team. If they get one each medium to really
Yeah,
shoot
but
quick,
the problem I have with the 50B, the problem, it's not really a problem, but I mean, you have 3 shells and after you have 20 seconds of reload, which makes it situational, because when you have an auto-loader, if you don't have enough speed to be able to get out as soon as you finished shooting all your shells, it means you are team dependent. You need to have someone with you. You can't go straight and try to hold the line alone by yourself, because as soon as you shoot your 3 shells, you're gonna
Yeah,
get
you always
wrecked and
got-
pushed by the enemies. That's what makes it situational, in my opinion.
you always have to have someone with you, or hard cover,
Yeah,
or anything that when you
yeah,
when you get
it's a
that
great tank, but
I mean, it's got 10 degrees of gun depression. It's got no.
it has quite a trollish armor as well, the turret armor. Sometimes I bounce AMX50B's turret even if I shoot with gold shells, which is fun but makes me mad, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's situational
Side
just
armor
because
is
you can't hold the line with it. It's the case of all auto-loaders, I think. So that's why we put it in situational. And to stay in the situational, we are talking about the bad chat right now. I think it's situational as well. because this
Yeah,
tank relied too much
definitely.
on spot. If you're in a city map, it's gonna be really difficult to be able to do something with the bat shot, because that's a
Yeah,
tank.
there you go. I love the back that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
and I think
great.
that that's the tank that
Having no
requires
armor, you know, like
the most skill in the game.
uh, yeah, I would.
What do you think?
I agree
Yeah,
100%. It does take skill. You definitely know where the enemy. Being a light
yeah,
tank, your job's to spot. You need to know
yeah,
the amount of I have been in a Death Star and I've waited at the minute, and there comes a back chat at
yeah.
100 damage. You need to very map awareness. You need to
Yeah,
know everything.
that's the
You need to
tank
know
for
where the
highly
start,
skilled player.
where your team
Definitely
is.
Unicum or Super Unicum.
You need to know if you're spotting for your team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very situation.
Okay, we agree. Situational. Fosh 155. Broken. Broken.
Like,
See, there is no need
with the
to
auto
argue with
loader,
the
it's
new
that.
gun. It's definitely broken.
No further
Yeah,
comment
no.
on the Fosh 155. Just
You have the
that's
gun, the
all it is.
accuracy, the armor, the mobility. You have everything. Everything. No, broken. There is no need to argue here. AMX 30B.
I'm at
I
30.
love it. I really love
I
it.
love the 30. Difficult for me to. I think it's very good, but I've always got a different view on the 30B
Yeah.
because I tested, and when I tested it, it
Yeah,
was
I tested it the
like
first
it
version,
was
which was
completely,
clearly OP.
it was the same DPM as the
Yeah.
140, but it gun
Yeah,
depression,
no, it has
everything.
everything.
Once they bring it into the game, so I mean, the DPM's quite on the low side against all
Yeah.
the others. I mean, what DPM it's got, all the other medium 100, so
Mm.
it's quite low, but it does have nice gun
Yeah,
depression.
100%. But even the turret armor allows you
Well,
to do great things. I mean, if you move
yeah,
a
it's
bit,
very slow. Even
if
though
you
you
don't
get
try to
the
hold on,
full,
but you do some peekaboo, you're gonna be effective. I know a lot of people are complaining because of the cupola, but if you didn't have the cupola, the tank would be broken as fuck. Because honestly, that's the only way to penetrate
and
the
I've
tank
bounced
if you only
shots.
see the turret. You can't penetrate the tank if you shoot at the gun handling.
Yeah, like I said, I've bounced from the. I've poked up a hill and there was a Death Star and a Jaeger.
Yeah,
Both shot my cupola, and I bounced them
easy.
both. So it can bounce. It's very hard to bounce. It is,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's, I love
I
it.
would say it's
I love
very good. I agree on this one.
it. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. And Grill 15. Grill 15. Very good as well. Not broken
I
because you
would
don't have armor. Or
say
no, situational. It's a very good tank, but it's situational.
very situational. Again, you need to know
That's
where
the
your
same
enemy
problem with all the
is.
different kinds of tank you have in your garage. As long as you have a tank that has no
Yeah,
armor, it's gonna be situational.
pretty much, especially the grill. Because
Yeah, especially the grill, which
like,
is paper.
if there's 6 tanks
Yeah,
lined up in a row, people are going to
yeah, I gotta agree on this one. Situational.
right. You do need to be very careful.
Except if you
But it's a
camp the
lovely.
whole time in your base like a retard. Don't do that, guys. Please learn to just get skill, but don't camp. You don't need to camp with a Grill 15. I'm the proof. I'm the living proof of
No,
that.
it's got the speed.
Next, mouse. Bad.
I would say it's average. I would say it's
For me, it's bad. Really. As long if people
yeah,
spam gold, it's bad. And people tend to
yeah.
spam
That's
gold a
it,
lot more
and
on
that's what
mouse
people
than
do
they
now.
do, for example, for the WZ113 GFT.
Yeah, back in
Back
the
in the
day
day, it
when we
was
first,
OP because of the gold not being
the
able
mouse
to be
was
mixed
OP.
with something else than
People,
gold.
yeah, people
Yeah,
just didn't know how to shoot gold, but now
yeah, and
everyone knows how to. They know how. If
yeah,
something
it's not a secret for anyone that you need to shoot
you're not going to
with
bounce.
gold on the mouse, but if you angle it, it's fine. So maybe it's average.
I would
You
say
know what? I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna put it in average. I understand your point of view. I think the tank is average, and by average we mean that if you're a bad player, you're gonna get screwed with it. But if you're a good player, you're gonna do great things. So yeah, I think it belongs in average. I understand your point of view. E50M, broken for me.
yeah, I would say it's
Broken
broke.
as well, you say?
Great armor.
what makes it
Nice
broken
gun.
is that even the frontal armor, which is not angled, is quite strong because I can go through, for example, with my WZ121 with gold. So I think it makes it broken because and you can ram. As long as you face hug, if you face hug
Yeah.
an enemy medium and he can't shoot your lower plate, you're 100% sure to win because he can't shoot at your lower part of the hull. Plus, your turret is going to be angled artificially, which makes it completely broken because nobody's going to go through your armor. So yeah, broken. I agree on this one. VK 721K. For me, it's bad. No way this tank is somewhere else than bad.
I don't mind the tank personally, but I would say it's definitely the worst
Yeah, the
tier
worst
10.
tier 10 EV. Bad. It sucks.
If it didn't have the
Yeah.
side, the cheap little bubble bit, then it would be.
They
quite good.
are aiming
But
to
you
put
can't
a tank like
sideswipe.
that without the 640 alpha damage, but the the VK9001P. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
coming
I'm
as a
testing that.
collector or a tech tree though, but we will see. I just hope it's gonna be tech tree, but I doubt.
Know exactly how it's coming, but I
Yeah.
won't say it.
If you maybe you know it, but you're not allowed to talk about it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
No,
I'm testing the tank. It's
we don't
going
talk
through.
about it here. Don't worry. We're not gonna get you copy strike or anything.
The
No.
Now the VK, if it didn't have that, it
Yeah.
would be. I mean, the best way to play the
Yeah.
VK is up it, like
Yeah. I
put your
get
tank
it.
up, and
Yeah.
not a lot of people know that.
No. VK sucks. FV215B. That's a real subject for me. For
Very good. Sorry, yeah,
I would say
FB215B, the heavy.
I would say a very good
Oh,
situational.
very good.
Or no, you know what? No, it's not
Could be
situational. No,
situational,
never
but
mind. No, it's very good. It's just very good. No, it's very good.
oh,
It's very
yeah,
good. You
very
have
good.
a great gun. You have a good turret armor. You have a good you have a good mobility. No, everything is fine.
You have a great,
Yeah.
great turret armor. You got the Hess as well. You got the DPM. It was the highest
Yeah, for a long
DPM tank,
time now it changed,
the
but
heavy
yeah,
tank,
that's a great
the
one.
113.
FV183.
Very
Bad.
good. Poor.
That's the noobish tank by excellence.
Now it. Yeah, people just
Yeah,
want to
just
get
because
to
of the
the
alpha
death sub.
damage. But if you remove the
When they get,
gun,
they
if you remove
realise
the
that.
gun, you have nothing left. You don't have a great mobility. You don't have a great accuracy. You don't have armor. No, that sucks.
I think it's the worst
Yeah, it's the
performing.
worst performing. But what makes it overrated is the fact that it put 1.3k in a hash shell. That's all. That's all that matters for
Yeah,
people playing it.
people just see the damage and think, I want to do
Yeah.
60 damage for one. When they get it, it
Yeah.
doesn't quite work
And
like.
people tend to go suicide just to put their hash shell when they first get the tank. How many times I saw people saying, "Hey, that's my first time with my heavy 183," and just rush it through, trying to get the grill, shooting the grill, and then dying like bots. No, I hate this tank.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I mean, people still now, people because of the damage,
Yeah,
people
of
still
course.
say that you could potentially get one shot, and if you miss that shot, and
Yeah.
there's a couple of mediums that are
Yeah.
around, and the chances are now that you're going to get spotted
Yeah, of
because
course,
they
because you have
nerf
a gun the size of a ship.
badly. Exactly. So you shoot your gun, you miss,
Yeah.
that could be
No,
game
I
over.
get your point. I totally agree with you. I have nothing to tell more. Maybe we can pass to the heavy 4202 now. Bad for me.
Well, me and you, I know we have different views on it. It's probably my second or third
Wow.
favorite game. But I still would say it's situation. I would personally
Yeah,
say
but
it's very good.
for me,
But
it's an
I
average
would
situational
put it in the
tank. Yeah.
because of the hash, you're solely
Yeah,
relying on
but for the hash, you need to
so
have the
many
right
times.
matchmaking. You need to have the right tanks because if you fall
Yeah,
against mouse, IS4, IS7, you're gonna be ineffective
yeah.
playing with hash. But yeah, that's definitely a situational tank due to the gun. I agree. FV4005. I think we're not gonna have the same point of view on this one.
No, see, I've got two point of view. I like
Yeah.
the tank. I love the tank, and the way it is at the moment, I would almost put it on broke, but that's not because of the tank. Because of the
Oh yeah,
consumable.
the consumable. I never played it with the consumable.
Consumables for me make like be broke. I mean,
If you
reload. I think
don't if you don't take into consideration the consumables, where would you place the tank without the consumables?
Average.
Yeah.
Without the consumables, average.
Where? Average. We
Average.
agree.
I'll,
I
I'll
totally
vote
agree
for
with you.
average. But with the consumables, I mean, the
Yeah,
speed
with the
boost
speed
is
boosters
just
and the thing
broken
allowing you
as it
to
is.
reload faster your clip, yeah, that's broken. But let's not take them into consideration because we are rating the tanks without consumables. You know what I mean? We're straight going for the
Yeah,
tank.
yeah.
But yeah, I
Then,
totally
then
agree
I'll
on
put
the
the
average.
tank
I
average.
thought you were about to put it on very good, but no, we agree. We put it in average. Yeah,
Obviously,
yes,
people
a
will
lot of
disagree.
people would disagree, but
People that
that's
play the
what
tank
makes the
will.
video interesting. Feel free to comment in the comments your tier list. Yeah, you
They
can
do
disagree. Just
disagree.
explain
If they
because
do
we love to
disagree,
share our
don't
opinion here.
play the tank. Don't play the tank without the
Yeah, and tell us
consumables
after.
and
But
rate
I
them.
do play the tank without consumables, and for me it's average without these consumables because I never played it with it,
Yep.
and I still managed to get 3k average. So that's fine. I mean, it's not the best, but that's fine. So maybe I will try the consumables and I will tell you. Maybe it's gonna change my mind. Anyway, Chieftain MK6. For me, it's
I
broken.
love the. Very good.
It's
You know, I
no
wouldn't
way.
say
It's
funny.
somewhere else than broken
We
for
had
me.
this.
Yeah, I know we
We had
already
this
had this
discussion
discussion,
the other
and you
day,
know
and
I'm not
I
gonna
went
give
to.
it up. It's gonna go in broken.
And I aced
Now
it the
you're gonna
first
lose
battle
the
I
second
played it.
one as well. No, Chieftain MK6, man. It's OP. It's totally broken. Man, you have the craziest frontal armor. You have a great gun. You have a great penetration with regular shells, 260 millimeters. You have no. Honestly, you even have the hull armor, the up part of the hull armor, which is totally broken as well. Now you can't say it's or. If there was a category between broken and very good, I would put the tank here. But as we don't, I'm gonna put it in broken. But yeah,
I think
give
it's
your
very
point of
good. You
view
think
because it's interesting and tell me why do you think it's very good and not broken?
the armor. I mean,
Yeah,
it's good when you hold down, but other than that, side,
yeah,
bottom plate as well, mate. Really got.
yeah. I get your point, but when it's in place, it's OP. I mean, when you're in a good
When yes,
all down situation, you have your
yeah,
team behind and nobody can stop you. That's what makes it broken, in my opinion.
yeah.
No, honestly, broken. I can't resolve myself to put it in every other category than broken.
For you, and I'll let you put it just
Yeah,
because it's
because it's
British.
British, it
So I'll let you.
allows you to feel better about your country, so we're gonna stay in broken.
That shit broke.
Okay, so we finally we agree to disagree. That's all. So now the badger. So I didn't play it, so it's all on you.
I think it's situational, but also broken. But then again, it all depends. The team in the position you've got crazy armor to hold down. I mean, even a Jaeger will struggle
Yeah, I'm gonna sum up. I'm gonna sum up what you
because of your
said
armor.
because you freezed a bit. So you said that it's a situational broken tanks because it depends on three things. The first one being the team you have, the second the map, and the third how you manage to get yourself into the good position. Because as you said, even the
Yeah,
Yagaru with gold can penetrate the Badger if it doesn't penetrate through the lower part of the hull. And yeah, I
yeah,
totally agree with you. That's a
yeah.
situational broken, but because as soon as medium circle you, you're dead.
They're a very slow tank. I mean, you only go 30
Yeah,
an hour. It's very three goes.
yeah,
You do. You go to some speed as an
yeah. You don't have any speed and you don't have any
the
traverse
reverse
speed
is
as
really
well.
slow as well.
Yeah, I get your point.
So if a medium gets behind you,
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Okay, perfect. Now I7. What do you think?
I guys, I do hate the ice.
I would
I
say
would say
average
average,
as well. For me, it's
just
the
average.
perfect average tank to start with when you want to learn how to play heavies
Yeah,
because it will allow you to do mistakes while not being really punished for them because It's one of the few tanks you don't need to angle to be effective, because I see a lot of people trying to side scrap, and I
People
think
don't
you saw them
understand.
as well. Side scrapping with your IS-7, that's the
Yes.
biggest bullshit I ever saw, because when you do that, not only do you allow your enemies to shoot through you, but you also allow your enemy to shoot straight into your ammo rack. So you have one chance out of two to get burned up and explode.
Probably the most
Yeah,
anorak
that's definitely the
not just for its
yeah,
gear, but
in the game that's the most Amarak. I totally agree with you. So yeah, I agree. It's an average tank. Next, Progetto.
Pajeros are very good. Very good. It's also
I agree to say very good, but I
situated.
don't know if it's. I think it's situational just because of the auto reloading mechanism. You know, you need to know when you have to burst all your 3 shells, when you only have to shoot 1 or 2. That's
Yeah.
what makes it situational for me. It's not situational depending on the map. It's situational depending on how the player view the battle. Yeah,
You need to know if it's 3 or if it's best 1, 2. It really is
yeah.
already.
Yeah, it's definitely situational, but it's a very good tank in the situational positions. Even if it's not really about positions, it's more about the player knowing when to burst or when not to burst. But anyway, we agree on this one. It's situational. Next, Yak Panther E100. For me, it's average
I think it's.
or bad.
I think it's.
Maybe bad.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say. I would say if you can get in the right, usually the right for this tank is at the max. You can really do damage. You've got the armor from this.
Yeah, you got the armor, but as
Players
soon as
get
someone
close
is
to
shooting gold, you don't have any armor left. That's what makes it bad for me.
yeah, the cheeks of it.
Yes, you have a great gun, but you have 14
Yeah,
seconds of reload. It's for me, it's the same as the heavy one in 3.
yeah,
It's fun because you have 800 alpha damage and a great penetration with the gold shells. But when you fire, you're screwed. So for me, that's what makes it bad, and the mobility as well, which makes it no.
I mean, your heat. If you run,
Yeah, if someone has a heat shell, for example, in E124 view, you're screwed. So yeah, for me, it's a bad
yeah,
tank. I don't know.
yeah,
Okay.
I don't do too well.
Yeah, perfect. So, Leo 1.
Yeah.
Interesting. Really interesting.
Leo one's
Yeah, I
very
agree.
good.
There is no match. Not broken because you don't have armor, but very good. Y- You have a crazy
Very
DPM, a crazy mobility, a crazy accuracy, a crazy view range as well. That's like for me the Leo one
yeah.
is the Bachat when you don't. It's the Bachat when you don't like autoloaders. You go for the Leo one if you don't like autoloaders, but you want to still try to move around the map fast, and try to spot for your team.
I mean, it's very. It's one of the quickest tier.
Yeah,
65.
and the line is cool.
The
I
only
love
thing
the
is,
line to the Leo.
it still takes. It
Yeah.
still takes skill to. You've got.
Yeah, it takes skill, but overall, that's a very good tank. Next, M60 and M48 Pathan.
I think
Yeah,
they're very
I agree.
good.
You know, I
Very,
would say
good.
even no, I would say honestly for the M48 Pathan, I would say broken.
Yeah, not
No,
many people
nobody
play
plays it
them now.
anymore, which makes it even more broken because nobody knows how to shoot on the turret. Now,
Yeah,
yeah,
the turret's
for me,
very,
it's the only
very,
tank
very.
from the mediums that will stand a heat shell, for example, from a Yak Panther E100. It's the only tank that can survive that. That's why I want to make it in
Yeah, there
broken,
could
because the
be.
M48 pattern, as soon as you take a held down position, you're gonna wreck your opponents.
Nice.
That's what makes it broken, in my opinion.
The
But
aim
yeah,
time
I
is
do get your point
yeah,
of wanting to put it in very good. Put it in very good if you want, but I'm gonna put it in broken because, in my opinion, that's really a great tank, and that's one.
for me, it's just. I don't think it's broken. The rest. No defense. It's not
Yeah,
got
or
the
yeah, maybe yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, and I should put it in very good. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna follow you. Very good. I agree on this one. Next, T22 medium. Here, I think we don't have. We don't really have to talk about it.
I've always said that the T20 isn't OP, but
Yeah,
lately
but
I've
man,
a lot. never
If we put the T22
shooting that.
medium other than broken, we're gonna get destroyed in the comments.
I would.
Where do you want to put it?
Bro, I'll put it in broken.
Ah,
Bro, I'll put it
fine.
in broken.
Okay, we agree.
I've
Yeah.
always said it's not broken, but like for the last few weeks, I'm getting
Yeah.
very frustrated.
Yeah, I get your point. That's the same here because the Amarak is pretty weak on it. I don't know if you saw that, because your racks are at the front, and that's frustrating to get Amarak a couple of times a day. But anyway, yeah, we agree it's broken. Object 268, I would say broken as well.
I would say broke. I would say very good. Very good. Very good. Well, broke.
You put it in broken or very good? Because the fact that you don't need to angle the tank to bounce everything makes me want to make it in broken. And you have everything, honestly. You have the accuracy, you have the mobility, you have the armor. I mean, when a tank has the armor, the armor, the great firepower, and the mobility, I think we can put it in broken. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You also
That's my
have
criteria to go to broken. Having the three armor, gun, and mobility.
Standard.
So yeah, broken.
300 standard.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah. But that's on one of the few tanks where you just have to wiggle a bit to be 50% sure your enemy is gonna bounce off. Okay, 263, the brother or the sister, depending on what genders you're on. I would say situational because of the gun depression.
Say situational.
You agree?
Yeah. The gun depression is pretty much the only bad thing about it. So yeah, definitely situational.
As soon as you need to learn how to position your how to place yourself on the map based on the position because you don't have gun depression, that makes the tank being situational. Yeah. So yeah, we agree. We agree for the situational. STB. I didn't play it for a long time.
STB. I would almost put it as broke now.
Honestly,
with the turret, I would put it
broken. I think broken is too harsh. Because I saw a couple of STBs these days, and I still managed to get through the turret, even knowing it had been buffed.
That's RNG though. Yeah, that's RNG though.
But I don't know if it's if the RNG was with me or if it's really not weak, but
it has nice side armor now. You can no longer hate side armor.
Yeah,
it's very different.
Yeah,
side armor.
So you want to put it in
turret with gun depression?
Yeah, the gun depression is broken. Really? Broken. Well, okay, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow you. I didn't play the tank for at least 3 updates, so I'm just gonna follow you on this one. Okay, and we finished with the last one, the T10E3.
T10E3.
I would say broken. I would say broken just because of the patch that buffed it to 35 HPs. Yeah, the speed boost.
The hat. The arm,
everything is great.
Definitely put it.
And honestly, even if you are being circled, you can still manage to get out of here.
Yeah, it's faster than a Yaoyoroom. It's faster than the E100.
Yeah.
It's quick. It used to once be one of the worst TD in T10.
It used to be, but now it's one of the best.
Made it quicker. It broke it.
Okay, so I guess we are finished. No, or
cool.
No, the 2 remaining, I failed. It's one of them is the Object 252U, and the other one is the E100, but we already put it in the bad category, if you see. Or do you have still remaining? But I used all of them on mine.
No, that's it.
Personally.
I believe we've done them all.
I used them all. It's over. We're finished.
We're there.
I'm finished.
You're finished.
I didn't. No. I actually used everything. MEADSY. Yeah,
you're
yeah,
doing
you're in the
something,
future, that's why. Or in the past, in the past. If you fail some, you're in the past. But anyway, thank you, Mitzi. That was nice to have a different point of views on this.
no,
If people like it, we can still do it for other tiers, for example, tier 9, tier 8, etc. But if we do tier 8, we're gonna have to split it because it's very very dense. We have I don't know how many tier 8s we have in the game, but a couple of them. I think at least 50, 60, or 70 even. So that, yeah,
at least
concerning all the freaking premiums. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Please tell us in the comments what do you think about this tier list. Make your own with some arguments so we can talk about it in the space comments. Please don't fire us for putting the 140 in very good and not broken.
remember,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
it's
our
just
opinion.
our
It's just our
opinion.
opinion.
Because
Everyone's got
yeah,
opinion.
this video is 100% subjective because we are rating. That's the point. We are rating tanks, and to rate tanks, we need to base ourselves on our experience. But yeah, that was very nice. I had some pleasure to do this video. That was fun. So thank you all for watching.
Very-
Thank you, Mitzi. You know what? Say 3 words.
Thank you.
3 words. I don't know to conclude the video, and I'm gonna end the video after these 3 words without goodbye or stuff. Just say 3 words, and I'm gonna end the video. Yeah.
Pantoufleee.
Yeah.
Okay. Pantoufleee is
Fuck
gay.
you.